Hey everybody, Failed Entrepreneur back again for super special second daily video. I just recorded my daily update and I had an idea while filming it. Today is April 1st and I wasn't going to do a April 1st video, but I had an idea, so I thought I would shoot it right now. Basically, just want to talk about the idea that of course, the corona theme. The coronavirus is a engineered bioweapon from China. April Fools. A lot of people are going to say this is fake information and that I'm helping to spread conspiracies. I don't care. If you connect some dots and you really dig in and look, it would be very suspicious if this wasn't an engineered bioweapon, right? And there's a little bit of evidence to support my conspiracy, right? So real quick, is this common knowledge? I don't know. But if you haven't heard by now, okay, China's highest level bioweapons facility, right? There's military facilities where they engineer and study viruses and weapons like this. My ex-wife used to work at one, matter of fact. The highest level one, I guess the level 4 facility, just happens to be in Wuhan, where the virus came from, within walking distance of this fish market where the virus supposedly came from, right? Wow. All the places in China that the virus could have started, and all the highest, there's only one, by the way, level 4 bio-grade weapon facilities in China, the two just happen to be bed buddies with each other. April Fools, right? This virus is not a normal virus, right? It has a very long incubation period, is what they're saying and what we're seeing right now. You could have this and be contagious for 2 weeks without ever knowing or getting any symptoms. That's a little abnormal because most natural viruses, your incubation period, I guess, right? Again, I'm no medical expert by any means. This is just trying to get up to speed in the last couple months, right? Is usually a couple days, right? So that is abnormal. Either this is just a freak of nature mutation, which is entirely possible, or it was engineered that way. Because think for a second, if you were going to make a bioweapon, April Fools, would you want it to kill and infect people instantly and then just burn itself out? Or would you want it to be stealthy, covert, right? And to have maximum transmissions and therefore maximum damage by getting people to be super spreaders and have it go throughout society without them even knowing until it was too late? I think I would, if I was an evil mastermind, I would go for plan B. And that's what we're seeing right now, right? April Fools. People who have studied the virus, right? And again, there's, for every doctor that says, no, it's not a bioweapon, there are some that are saying there's something going on here, right? So whatever, that's a wash. So most coronaviruses, from doing my internet sleuthing, right? I guess there's some problems with natural coronaviruses, and that let me be Dr. Entrepreneur here. I guess there's some proteins in your natural coronaviruses that makes it difficult to transmit to humans. I found even one article where they said it's nearly impossible to get transfer of bat coronavirus, if that makes a difference, to humans, because I guess the proteins in the virus are just genetically not compatible. However, the coronavirus we're dealing with now, some people are saying, has multiple proteins. Whatever they needed to infect humans, they have that, and they have backups, I guess is what I'm trying to say. They have multiples of this, which April Fools is is either one hell of again mutation from nature, which viruses do all the time, or that was done on purpose and engineered to infect people that way. So, if true, that's a little damning when you take all of this into account. I also read and remember and know that probably, what's this, March, probably end of January, probably a couple weeks into the China outbreak, which I followed pretty closely, there was a news report that Chinese authorities had issued some kind of release or indication that they're going to, or they need to clamp down on bioweapon facilities, safety procedures, and steps for cleansing and quarantining, stuff like that, whatever it is. Little suspicious that they would kind of make an announcement like that in the middle of this giant pandemic. Now, April Fools, of course it would make sense, right? Hey, we're getting nailed by some virus. We better make sure the ones we have are under lockdown. Or, we fucked up and we better go back and make sure that this never happens again, or go back and find out who screwed up and do whatever, right? A big problem is this happened in China, and you can't trust anything that they say, anything that comes out of the government. I can promise you one thing: everything you're being told or we're being informed about is a lie. So I do believe they totally covered up numbers of deaths and all that stuff. Just look at their reaction to this. If you were paying attention, right? Very quickly, China went and quarantined off entire cities, like what we're seeing now in the United States. They did that pretty much from the start. Now, they're not new to viruses, your swine flus and your bird flus, right? They've done this before. They probably have more experience with pandemics than anybody else. And when the swine and bird flu and SARS and whatever, when those hit, they had procedures in place, but I don't remember them clamping down and quarantining off whole cities, right, and arresting people who got sick. They didn't do that with those other outbreaks. But when Corona hit, they wasted no time to get, I say medieval, they wasted no time to get draconian on things and clamp this down. April Fools, right? I mean, just look at the reaction. The overreaction is what it seemed like at the time. It's just a flu. It's just a virus. Okay, so why are you, walling off whole cities and closing down roads and building 2 emergency hospitals and arresting people who are sick and literally having people die on the... Again, the response didn't seem to fit the story that they were telling. April Fools? I don't know. Do I think it was done deliberately? No. I don't know. No sane person, unless we're going to go 12 Monkeys here. You ever see that movie, right? Some guy releases a virus on purpose to cull the human population. Brad Pitt, Bruce Willis, 90s movie. It's a good movie. I doubt that. I hope not. But I don't think it was done on purpose. You got a lot of countries now pointing fingers. United States released it in China. China released it for Hong Kong. Iran blames everybody. I doubt that. No country's that dumb. But did someone make a mistake? Did something get out that shouldn't have? High possibility, right? There's stories coming out of that Wuhan lab that their safety procedures and waste disposal wasn't always the greatest. You can't verify any of these things, especially because it comes out of China. But I've come across stories where I guess they used to sell some of the test animals in some of those local markets for a couple extra bucks. That's plausible. You can imagine someone screwing up and doing that. Maybe that's the connection. I don't know. April Fools. but is this a bioweapon? I don't know if it's a weapon so much, right? Is that it's already stockpiled and in shells somewhere, but I don't know. You ask me, I think it got developed. I think this is just a research thing. You know, United States, we do this to all major first world countries, have some kind of, again, bioweapons lab where they don't really, you know, you're not so much making viruses to use against your enemy, but studying them. And so in case like it's used against you, you kind of have a response, right? And so I hope, you're right. I hope that's what happened here and it just got out. But you're seeing the damage this thing is doing, and we're not through it yet. And man, nature, nature rolled a natural 20. Man, they got a critical hit, I guess you could say, with this virus, or they had some modifiers, right, to go nerdy on you. And this is not what it seems. So there's probably a lot of other evidence out there as well that I missed. I'm sure there's a ton of stuff in the news saying that I'm crazy and I'm doing more harm than good, and it's not a bioweapon, and stop scaring people. I don't care, man. Hey, look at the connections. It's one hell of a coincidence to just be natural, given those basic things I just laid out in the video, right? So be on the lookout, be wary. You can't put the genie back in the bottle. And is it a bioweapon? You can tell me whatever you want. In my mind, and heart of hearts, I think it probably is. So, April Fools. All right, have a good day. Be productive. I got things to do. You do yada yada. Bye.